Welcome to Skill Building Wednesday. My name is Debbie Barnett, and tonight is all about building your Mahjong skills. And I am going to be heading over to I Love Maj, where I'm going to play against the bots. And as a reminder, feel free to put in chat if you have any questions about something that I've done or a choice that I've made, or if you have a hand suggestion that I haven't seen that you might think is strong. If I don't go with something you've suggested, I always try to do my best to tell you why I might not think it would be a good option, but there's many times you guys see things that I don't see. And welcome everybody who's watching from YouTube, but for the YouTube viewers, there is a delay. And a lot of times I don't see their suggestion until it's too late, which is kind of too bad, but I guess that's just the way it is. But nonetheless, still put whatever your questions are or suggestions, please, in chat. And we're going to go ahead and get started. Okay, well, again, welcome to Wednesday night skill building. So we're going to have some fun tonight here, as we usually do. And I do play against the bots here at I Love Maj, which is a really wonderful site. It's my go-to site all the time. If you're not familiar with it and you like what you see after tonight, please feel free to try it out for free, getting an extra week, 3 instead of 2, with my affiliate code, easy to remember, uppercase D, uppercase B for Debbie Barnett. But definitely try it out. There's a wonderful exercise room, really helps you learn the card and practice Charleston. Lots of other fun exercises. They're all pretty intuitive. So have some fun and come in and try this site out. I play an official game against the bots. The difference between just for fun and official is that all of my statistics are recorded on the site in my account. So I can go in and see all the hands I've made. I can see where I am as far as point values compared to others, and a lot more. So it's fun to see and how many wins and losses you've had. It's fun to see that. But if you play for just for fun, none of that's recorded. So when you're first trying it out, start with just for fun until you're really comfortable, especially as a newer player. You might want to just play for fun. I'm going to leave it at the advanced bot level. We do have our 3-level bots, beginner, intermediate, and advanced. I like to play advanced. I think I was doing intermediate for a while, but I'll just keep it at advanced. There's not a whole lot of difference between the two. The advanced bots do have the ability to recognize and call another player's hand dead. Standard level for beginners, if you want to win more mahjongs, you could start out at standard. Just know that they're going to make some beginner mistakes that typically my students wouldn't be making, because those are things that I'm very careful about teaching not to do, which is don't pass a pair during the Charleston and don't pass flowers. Those are a couple of the things. And also a standard level bot might throw you mahjong when it's an obviously hot tile at the end of the game. A lot of little things. Here we go, launching the game. And remember, for those of you who came in a little bit late, any questions, put it in the chat. Any hand suggestions, put it in the chat, please. Oh, thank you for reminding me, Jackie. I just fixed the chat to everyone. Thank you so much. Here we are, level 3. You can change your level again here if you decide to change it. 1 week, for some reason, my timer was on, which was weird. I leave it off during these live streams, so because I'm talking through moves and I don't want to have to worry about a timer. But even if you do use the timer, you have a pause feature, and the timer is just for you to start guiding, having a gauge as how long is it taking you to make decisions on discards, whether you want to call a discard. So you want to get down to the 4-second level if you can. And there's certainly plenty of time in the beginning 2/3 of the game to play very quickly without having to do a lot of thinking, except for when it comes to making tougher decisions as you start forming your hand and getting to that point. So in the beginning, hopefully, we're going to see how this all plays out, but I'm going to leave this off for now. But again, you want to just do a test with this, try to start at 10 and get down to 4. God, I probably make people dizzy when I do that with my mouse. I realize that. And I'm like, when I watch it back and I'm editing it, I'm like, why are you doing that? All right, well, sorry. Remember, if you're coming in new, to change this to the 2025 card. It doesn't automatically switch it from the 2024 to 2025. So I'm already at the 2025. All right. Oh, Debbie said her timer was on after the tournament. I bet that's the reason. You always have those answers, Deb, because I played in that tournament too. Woohoo! Oh, good. Janet's clear now. Yay!
First Charleston.
Okay, here we are. We are at the very beginning of the Charleston, and when we get our tiles dealt in. And as always, I prefer sorting by suit. This allows you to very easily see multiples in your hand, and I think that's important. I have never sorted by rank. So for me, it's always by suit. And I like to start out looking at multiples, because multiples are already a great place to start from. They're a strength that you have in your hand, since all of the groupings on the card are, either pairs or pungs or kongs. Of course, yes, we have singles, but those and quints, of course. But it helps us to start with something that already has more than one of the tile, one other like tile in that grouping. So right now I've got a 5 and a 6, and I certainly am going to keep that right here to start. I always start with my multiples on the left. If I don't have any multiples, which we might have a game tonight like that, I split it. I sort between even and odds, and then whichever category I pick, I'll feed in anything else that makes sense in a consecutive run category, or maybe another category. So we'll see how that plays out if I get to that point. Now with 5 and 6, I'm going to be thinking in terms of some run that's going to follow 5 and 6. Well, certainly 7 does follow that in one suit. But I also may get something that ends up in 2 suits. So if I think 5, 6, and I think 7 crack, 8 crack, well, that would be a 2 suit run. And a 2 suit run would be line 2 consecutive run on the right side. A 1 suit run here could be line 2 on the left side. It also could become line 3 on the left side. It could become line 5 on the left side, looking at just the 1 suit runs that it could potentially be. And if we want to keep an eye on, which is kind of an interesting hand to play and what to keep, it's a little bit out of the norm, but knowing the card and then being able to know the hands within the categories. I mean, certainly knowing the categories is most important to start, but I know that the second hand from the bottom under consecutive run has a run of 5 numbers in a row, and then you can have the pair in any position, and you can have the kongs matching the pair. Of course, I would much rather this be different here, because I've got a pair of 5s and 6s. So if I were to do something like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I've got 8s and 9s here, which don't work out for that hand, but they may work out for something in a mixed suit. So just like 5, 6, 7, 8 crack could work, 5, 6, 7, 8 dot can work. You've got to know some of these groupings and some of these hand configurations to recognize these things. So here's 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 8, but 6, 7, 8, 9 could be there. It could be a lot of things right now. Am I going to pick a hand right now? No, I'm not going to pick a hand right now. Now the north and south, if I wanted to keep the 5, I could keep the north and south for a little bit to see if I get more 5s. But north and south in the winds and dragons category uses odd numbers. So I would have to use the 5s. I couldn't use the 6s. So if I want to keep that for just a little bit, see, maybe something will happen. Yeah, I could keep it for sure. Well, I think I have enough that I can keep right now and get rid of stuff to hold that for a little bit. So maybe for now, I'll do this and see what comes in. All right, I got another 8 and I got another 5. So now I do have definitely that hand under the winds and dragons categories with the north and south. So that's one thing I could keep track of right now. But I also have that 5, 6, 7, 8 I was talking about. Make believe the joker is the 7 crack. You're not going to always have a joker to do this, but I have right there the 2 suit run, which we know as in the Mahjong world this year, Pung Kong. 7 crack would be a Pung, the 8 would be a Kong. So it's a Pung Kong, Pung Kong. So knowing those terms is going to help you know that it's a grouping of 3, 4, 3, 4. All right. Now, I also have the 6 Bam right there. So now I have that as well. So now 5, 6, 7, 8 is kind of looking pretty nice. What about, let's see, 5, 6. I have to pass 3 tiles. So I have to make a decision. And since the north and south has a single and a pair, and if I wanted to keep, having this Pung of 6s right here almost makes me believe that north-south hand is not going to happen. But if I wanted to keep an eye on it, I need a pair of 5s and I need a single 5. So I could break up this 5 here and keep it just for one more pass. Let's see what happens. Because I have to pass 3. So 5, 6, 7, and 8. That's really a very nice mixed suit run right there. Now, do I want to keep this for any reason? The 7, let's see. I don't think so. Only because that run, same suit run, I wouldn't even need the 3 6s. I would need the pair in that position. I don't think it's going to happen. That would be for line 3 on the left side. So I don't think so. So I'm going to just see what happens here. Okay, so I didn't get anything else in for the 5s. And I want to kind of break these up. I don't want to get stuck having to pass a north and south together at any point. So I think I'm going to break it up right now. And I'll do this. Wow. Now that is quite interesting. 1, 2, and 3 doesn't really go with what I'm doing. I am going to continue the Charleston because I would stop it if I had one good hand and I don't have anything else to pass, but that's not the case. So I'm going to continue.
Second Charleston.
And now, oh, wow. People always say to me, if I were to have to pass a 1, 2, 3 like this, I'll be like, well, that's really all one suit. That's a whole run. Would you pass it? If I had to pass it, I would pass it. You better believe it because I want to build my hand. That's my first priority. If you have the tiles to mix up stuff, you could do that. I could send the north out if I want, or I could do the one. I think I'll send the north out. And let me just think if there's anything else that might make sense for me to hold right now. 2, 6, and 8. How about 2 plus 6 plus 8? It's a long shot, but I see it. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8, second line. 2 plus 6 plus 8. It's there. Anything can happen. We have 99 tiles to go through after we start playing. I think I'm going to do that, and I think I'm going to do this. Let's see what happens. Look what I got. I got my 7. 5, 6, 7, 8. Line 2, right side, consecutive run. So the north and south with the 5s didn't work out. Nothing else looks like it's going to work out, except I can keep an eye on the 2 plus 6 equals 8. Why not? If I can keep an eye on it, why not do it? And let's see, 2 dot, 6 bam, 8 crack, and if I get flowers, we'll see. Do I have 3 to pass so that I can keep my eye on stuff? I do. I do. So we'll do this. I got that other 5. Let's see, back. So now I could still pass 3 to maximize what I get in. And if for any reason, well, I'm not going to get it back at this point, but I would prioritize and get that 5 crack out just because I'm sending out 1 now. But we'll talk about that in a minute. All right, let's see what happens.
Courtesy pass.
All right, did not get anything else in that I want to keep. Nope, nothing else that would make any sense to keep here. Now, I do want to just mention this because I do teach a ton of beginners online and in person. And in person, well, both online and in person, when I see a beginner get tiles in, I see them right away see that there's the same suit, and then they stick these together here. But these don't really suit me at all. I mean, it would be a 3, 4, 5 right here, but it'd get me away from my pung of 6s. It would get me away from that 5, 6, 7, 8, and it really would weaken my position. So I don't see those as being connected here at all. And I try to break that habit because this game is not about matching suits as much as it is about multiple suits in different groupings. There are definitely hands that all have 1 suit, but you have to make sure that you're using it properly. And 3, 4, 5, 6 here and then taken away from my other stuff may not be the smartest thing to do at this point. So now if I wanted to keep this for this here, which actually isn't bad, 3, 4, 5, 6, I could do that if I have 3 tiles, if I have tiles to pass, but this is optional. You know what? Let's hold it just for the heck of it, just to see if this ends up working out on this end. We never saw another. We did have the 3. I don't remember if the 4 came in at some point. What the heck? Let's try it. I'll just do 2 here and see. Nope, I didn't get anything else in now. So we'll hold that for just a little bit and see what happens. But right now, I'm going to talk about prioritizing discards. And wins always should go out early, as a rule, just because there is a whole category of wins, but there's also a couple of news groupings, single news groupings. So those are nice to get out early. By the way, every single tile on this year's card could be a hot tile up until the end. So that means that there is at least one place everywhere on the card that every tile can be used at some point till the very end. This was analysis that was done by somebody. So that's pretty important to know. Any tile can be hot, but obviously we're going to look at what's on the table and what's in exposures and all that.
North. 4 bam.
Okay, so there's one 4 bam. That would be a pung, a Kong position if I considered 3, 4, 5, 6. I have to keep that in mind. I would not be able to call it right now.
1 crack. 4 crack.
And now what I'll do is I get rid of all of the tiles that I was left with after the end of the Charleston as priority first. And the reason is sometimes players have to break their hand up and they end up having had to break something up and pass it during the Charleston, and they never got it back. They were hoping they did. So just in case they need it, I like to get those out early. The earlier you get tiles
1 bam.
out, by the way, that are not on the table, the better off that you are.
9 crack. 1 crack.
Okay. And now I have this pair of 2s. So I'm going to switch this around now and use the 8 instead, and I'll do the 2s last. I got that 2 dot. I think I had it, gave it out, got it in. Chances are Joker bait is not going to be happening with that 2. But nonetheless, holding pairs up until you're through the first 2/3 of the game isn't a bad idea. So if you discard it and one of your opponents is playing with 2s, they might call it, put it up with a Joker, and you get to do some Joker swap there, which is Joker bait. When you do that. Now I was just going to say something else about, so we're at 91 tiles at the beginning of the game. You have 99 tiles, splitting it out into thirds gives us 33 for the first third, 33, 33. During the begin game, you can play pretty quickly and just, keep an eye on what you can call. That's the only thing you have to worry about, is to hesitate on something that's in your category or hands that you're keeping track of. So I'll go ahead and get this.
8 bam. 6 dot. South.
Ignore.
1 bam.
Ignore. So I have a question here. 2 plus 6 plus 8. Yeah, that's right. I was keeping track of 2 plus 6 plus 8. Francine, thank you for reminding me. I almost forgot. Now that I got the flower, I was like, oh, I need to look at that. 2 plus 6 plus 8 equals 8. Okay, so now I got a flower, and Francine just reminded me I was holding on to that 2 that I got a second 2 of because of the 2 plus 6 plus 8. So that, thank you so much for reminding me about that. But now, what am I going to do? Well, in this particular case, I kept that 3 and 4, just see if something would come in on that end. Of course, I never saw any of those come in multiples during the Charleston. So I'm going to get rid of the 3 first, because there's no 3 out. So that means that to me is the most priority tile for discard. Freshest tiles out first. Then once you're out of fresh tiles, you can start duplicating the tiles that are out there. That makes it harder for your table mates to make Mahjong. So 2 plus 6 equals 8. I'm still keeping track of 5, 6, 7, 8. And we have 1, 3, 6, 7, 8 for this hand. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for the other. 8 and 8. Well, that seems to be always the way it is, doesn't it, guys? What is it about the game that it happens that way?
3 bam. East. East.
Or it's just a matter of what we
1 bam.
as to which way we go. Now I got one more tile toward 5, 6, 7, 8. One more tile toward that. But guess what? I still have a discard that I can get rid of and still keep track of 2 plus 6 equals 8. And then if I get in one for either of those two that we're keeping track of, we'll figure out which one makes the most sense. Right now, this one makes the most sense because this is a pair. So it's always going to make most sense to go with the hand that you don't have to rely on a pair for. All right, so 5, 6, 7, 8, and we'll get rid of the 4.
4 bam. 9 crack. 8 bam. 2 crack.
Okay, we're not going to keep that for any reason.
Green. 3 crack. 9 bam. South.
And we're not going to keep that. Now, you remember those 2, 5 cracks. Well, isn't that quite interesting? The Charleston 5 cracks. Let's see whether this gets called.
5 crack.
Yep.
5 bam.
Interesting. Okay, so for 5, 6, 7, 8, the 5s are in the pung position. That's line 2, consecutive on right side. So I don't need that 5.
Green. 3 bam.
Another green?
Green. 9 dot. 1 crack. 8 crack.
Okay, now we got to make a decision, don't we? 5, 6. I can call the 6. That's going to be the Kong position. I need one more pick for the 7, which is the pun position, to call that baby. That means I could pick up a 7. I could pick up a joker. It's a smaller grouping. It makes sense for me, even though this is pretty early in the game. My hand is very nicely set for me to call that 8 crack at this time. This is another very challenging part of the game for beginners, because beginners want to call everything they can call regardless. So you've got to ask yourself a couple of questions when you have an opportunity to call. How well formed is the rest of your hand? If you still are keeping track of 2 or 3 hands, or maybe categories, you haven't even gotten down to hands, you're like just keeping track of categories because really nothing's formed, it would be too early to call. If the only thing you could call right now were 4, 8 cracks and you're excited to do it, you got to hold back. You got to just hold up and not do it. But I am very well formed and there's no reason not to call that 8 crack. If I let it go in this good position, that other 8 crack could be way at the end of the wall. So it doesn't make sense either way not to do it. So I'm going to call this for a Kong. So early call is okay in this situation.
Call.
And now I will get out the flower.
Flower. Joker swap. 6 dot.
Well, I hope I get another 7 crack and I can get a jokerless mahjong. That would be lovely.
5 crack.
1
dot.
5 crack. Okay, now I know 9. The 9s went out. And 1 9 went out, 2 9 cracks went out. I think I'm gonna start breaking the 2s up here right now.
2 dot. Green. 2 bam. 1 crack.
Okay, and there are no 6 cracks out on the board. I kind of sounded like a fresh tile. That means we get that out. I don't look at the board and be like, oh no, I can't get that out. It's not out. I got to do the 2 because the 2 is out and I know it's okay. Or the 9 is even better because there's 2 out already. No, you got to think the opposite way. Those tiles hold back and there'll be plenty of time to repeat tiles, but fresher the better. So 6 is going.
6 crack. Call. 9 dot.
That's the reason you get them out early. Just think if you had like 5 discards and you held the 6 because you were afraid to throw it. And you went around and around and around and around. And then instead of Amistad calling a Kong and having 2 jokers up, which are available for exchange, by the way, he could then call Mahjong.
East. Joker swap. 3 crack.
Oh, you beat me to it, Kurt. Okay, so see now there's 2 9s. There's 2 9 cracks. So I'm going to do the 2 dot because I know I only put 1 out, but just prioritize.
2 dot.
Okay.
West. 2 crack. 4 crack. Call. 3 bam.
All right, we have a 4 crack up, and it's an unavailable joker because there's 1 out already. Now you see when that 4 crack went out early, Annie wasn't able to call it. That means Annie was forced to use a joker in that grouping. So that's a good, there's that strategy of getting fresh tiles out early working because she needed it. She couldn't call it back then. So now
5 crack.
it up with a joker. Here's the other 5 crack. Woo, look at that. Look at that, baby.
9 dot. Soap. North.
Now we're at 50 tiles, so we're now into the middle game, the second 33rd. We get down to 33 tiles, we'll be at the end game.
Soap.
All right, 2 crack. Early out, 1 was out early. Let's see what happens, but I wouldn't hold it. So my thought wouldn't be, oh my God, I see 4 cracks there. What if Annie needs the 2 crack? I better not throw it. Well, if I wait any longer than now, I'm going to be, that tile's going to get hotter each round. I'd rather get it out now. If I give her Mahjong, I give her Mahjong, but it's not smart to hold it. And then Amistad could need it. Who knows? Let's see. I don't think so. No, with this calling a 6s, I don't think he needs it. No. New, but Annie could. Let's see what happens.
2 crack. 1 dot.
Nope.
Soap. 6 dot.
All right, 7 dot. See, 7 dot, not out. High alert. Get that 7 dot out right now if I want to win. So I'm going to do it.
7 dot. Call. Flower.
Okay, I expect that.
Call. 5 dot.
Ooh, now we have a joker exchange here. We have another 6 crack. Whoa.
Mahjong.
Alrighty. Amistad threw the Mahjong to Kurt, and that was an early Mahjong. 5-7, new 7-9. So that's the 1 3 5 7 9 hand, line 7, which is I like that hand. All right, well, we were definitely coming in nice. Of course, a joker or so, more jokers would have helped me. And then Annie was playing consecutive run line 4 with those single tiles in the beginning, and then the next 2 numbers in 2 suits up. So she didn't have that other suit. She didn't have the 5 dot. Kurt had 2 5 dots, and Amistad had 1 5 dot. So she was struggling there for sure. And then Amistad was playing consecutive run line 4. Also with those singles up front, and 6 and 7, and he was set to Mahjong. Look at how pretty. Wow. So it was some good competition. Now, I wish I won, right? But I'm not unhappy with how this hand turned out. If your hand is formed, and it's formed nicely, it's coming in nicely, you have to be proud of how well you did. You're not going to win every game. Only 1 of 4 of us, 25% chance each game. All right, let's start again. And by the way, let me see where my 7 6 bam is here. 1 6 bam is there. See where my 7, there's my 7 crack. And 2 more jokers. I had chance. I had a chance.
First Charleston.
All right, sort by suit. 1 big joker. I always put my wins and dragons to the right. Start out with my multiples. All right, so 6s. Do I have any other sixes to group there for like numbers? First thing I think of. Do I have any other sixes? No. Six is an even number. I could certainly think of evens, but I only have one even number right there. So I don't know if that's going to even be in my thoughts about a hand at all. What else could sixes be? 3, 6, 9. And I always like to put them in the suits because that's how they are shown on the different lines in suit groupings, right? So I have all of this for 3, 6, 9. That's pretty nice. What else can I throw in here? I could now, and by the way, I always circle almost, unless I have a huge consecutive run that makes sense of like, with some multiples. I always circle back to consecutive run. I kind of look at everything else first. I just realized that in the past week. But now I can feed some stuff back into the consecutive run, like 5, thinking 5, 6, and even 5, 6, 7. So as nice as I have these 3, 6, 9s for 3, 6, 9 category, who knows? 5, 6, 7, 8, or 4, 5, 6, 7. Some combination of a consecutive run could work out. So I'll try to keep consecutive numbers. I don't worry as much about are they the same suit or different suits, because it could work out with multiple suits. I don't see anything right now that would work out for the 1, 2. See, the 1, 2, 3 I have here. It'd be nice if I had 4s and 5s, but I don't. I'm not going to consider that fourth hand down under consecutive run because I need tiles to get rid of. So I think I'm going to do this, and honestly, this would be a beautiful pass if I do that. Question becomes, do I do that? Do I do that? That's beautiful. Every pass can be a pretty pass. Do I want to take something out of the tiles that I'm collecting and break it up? Not really. Remember, I'm playing against advanced bots and I got a 1, 2, 3 in one suit earlier. Okay, so they're playing at the advanced level. I don't want to break any of this up and I don't want to give the red at this point. So I'm going to do this. All right, what did I get in? I got a 7, right? Now that 5, 6, 7, 8, like a repeat of the last hand, but we can't pick our tiles. It just got a little bit stronger. I also, I see a little bit of 5, 7, 7, 9 as well, but that's going to take me away from those 6s. But if I got a 7 dot, I would have my 2 suit, pung kong, 5 dot, 7 dot, 7 crack, 9 crack. Maybe. Let me see. Let me see what I could get rid of here. Golly, I don't want to get rid of any of it right now. So when I have to make a decision on tiles, I'll think in terms of 2 suits that work out in the category. So right now we've got this 5, 6, 7 potential 8, right? But what about 3, 6 dot and maybe 6 crack, 9 crack, or even 6 crack, 9 bam, both line 1, left and right side. So this could be pung kong, 6 crack, 9 crack on left side, pung kong. So you gotta see what's missing. And you can also do 6 crack, 9 bam for the right side. That's a possibility. I gotta pass 3 tiles. What am I passing? 3, 6, 9. I just want to see if there's anything else that I would want to keep that might work out. I don't know. I feel like this is what I want to pass. That's another beautiful pass. If you see anything else you think makes more sense, I don't want to give up any of this. And the only other thing would be is to get rid of the red, which maybe I could do. I don't think I'm going to need that red based on the type of hands I'm looking at right now. Okay, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm thinking a single 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, but my God, we're far from that too. I can't keep everything, can I? So G. 3, 4, 5. And what about if I keep the 3? If I were to get 3, 4, 5 crack, 6, 7, that would be that line 4. What if I keep that? All right, so 5, 6, 7, 8, 3, 6, 6, 9. This is the one that I could do a blind pass, but I want to maximize what I get in. I think this is going to be it. I just really wish I had a little bit more to go by. All right, so I have, oh God, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, let's move this down here. 3, 6 dot, and 6 crack, 9 bam. That's line 1, 3, 6, 9 on the right side. Now, 5, 6, 7, and maybe getting an 8. That could work. 3, 6, 6, 9. Regina said if I get a 1 dot, I could look at number 5 in 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 3, 5. Oh, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 in the mixed suit. 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9s. That's not bad. Which means I could still continue and get rid of the 9 crack, 3 bam, and 3 crack, which I have to do. So now, what hands do we have to look at? Possibly line 5 of 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. If we keep an eye on a 1 dot, you guys are going to have to help me with this. 1, 3, 5. You're right, I do need flowers, but they're only pung. I love pungs of flowers because it's only a pung. So much easier to make than a Kong. And I have the whole game to go through. So it's still a very good possibility. But 3, 6, 6, 9. That's line 1, right side, 3, 6, 9. We also have a little bit of hope with 5 dot, 6 dot, 7 crack, and maybe 8 cracks. I can keep an eye on it. Why not? Let's keep an eye on 10 things. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, continue here. Whew, there's a little bit
Second Charleston.
like nutty. Okay, so here we go. And did anything change here? No, I would not even consider any of those. I'm getting stuff back that I gave. So, okay, we're on the last right now. And by the way, it tells you right here what pass we're on, which is cool. I could do a blind pass, but no reason. All right, here we go.
Courtesy pass.
3, 6, 6, 9, in one suit, maybe, as well as the two suits, maybe. All right, we'll have two to pass then. Now I've got four hands. No, how many hands? Left and right side of 3, 6, 9, that's two. 5, 6 dot, 7, maybe 8 crack, that's three. And then the hand that Regina mentioned, line 5. Okay, I'm going to do two.
West.
Interesting. Nothing really. Okay.
8 dot. North.
At this point, anything that goes out is going to be way too early for me to call. I don't have anything picked out solid yet. So I'm going to, like I usually do, get rid of stuff that I was left with after the Charleston. And then there's plenty of time to get rid of everything else. So these are all not out, leftovers. Let's just make sure. 5, 6, 7. Okay.
7 bam. North. 3 bam. Green.
That was from last time, huh? Okay.
3 crack. East. 5 bam. East.
Okay, so now that was out already. I'm going to go get everything else out. Precious tiles go first. 3, 6, 9. Okay.
Soap. 5 crack. Red. 1 dot.
Here's our, oh no, it was 3, 4, 5 we were thinking of. Okay. Okay, everything is fresh out there right now, so that's good.
1 crack. West. North. Red.
All right. We got one tile toward one of the hands we're keeping track of. Do I have to make a decision yet? Nope, because I still have a discard. If you have discards, you don't have to rush to make a decision, and we do, so that makes it nice.
2 dot. 2 bam. 9 crack. South. 1 bam. 2 bam. 7 dot. 2 dot.
Okay. So now our 3, 6, 6, 9 on the left side has just started forming really nicely. Okay, slowly but surely it's been forming beautifully. And 3 dot, 4 dot, 5 dot with 6s and 7s and the punga flowers is pretty as well. What about our 5, 6, 7, 8? It's still got a little bit of hope, right? I still have discards. I do not need to keep the 3 bam. And unless I were going for something else in 3, 6, 9, and I don't think I could fit one more thing in to keep track of. So that's going.
3 bam. 8 crack. 9 bam.
Okay, now we have to make a decision, right? 9 bam goes out. Do I grab it or do I let this first one go? If I call it, I can call it for Kong. I can call the 3 dot, but I can't call the 6 dot because I need another good pick. So I definitely need 2 more picks. Now, let's look and think about, this is a really nice thing to think about. If for some reason I get in that 4 dot, I can use, I can't use the 9 actually. So I can't use that. I was thinking the 6s, but it's the 6s if it were out there and called. I'd be able to use that 6 for 2 places. But no, I couldn't do that either because it's a pung here for 3, 6, 6, 9, and it would be a Kong for the other hand. I don't know that I want to commit right now to this. It's early. It's early. It's early. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's really early with one joker only. and I think I'm going to let it go. So this is the difference between the last time where I only needed one good pick. This one I need a couple. And I just don't know that I want to commit yet to this one hand. Oh, tough. This is a tough call. Oh my God. Give me a vote, you guys. What do you think? Just put it in chat. Ignore, call, ignore, call, ignore, call. I got more people saying don't call. Okay. You guys are all in that same mindset as I am right now. Okay, I'm ignoring.
8 dot.
See, you're like my security blankets, you know? Now that hand is even nicer. Oh, wow. Isn't that cool? So now I can get rid of the 6 crack. I still can keep an eye on some other stuff, but now this really looks nice. So we'll get rid of the
6 crack. 2 bam.
Why didn't I
2
think
crack.
before, right?
3 crack.
1 bam. What's not out? Okay, so at some point when you're holding things for like I was holding for 5, 6, 7, 8. Now this really isn't going to be a strong hand. The only thing that would have happened is if I did 3, 4, 5 with the flowers. And now that I got one more of these, that's not going to happen. And since there's none out, it lets me know that that's a pretty important tile to get out right now. So I'm going to do that. Even for 5, 6, 7, 8, that would take me away from all of this here. So it looks like I got one hand looking pretty strong at this point. I'll get rid of the 5.
5 dot. South. 9 crack.
I need one more good pick.
8 bam.
And there it is. Okay, so now I can call everything. I'm happy. Really nice. So
1 bam. 7 dot. 4 bam. 9 crack.
if one of my opponents doesn't beat me to it. Again, I know 5 crack, it sounds, it looks, it smells fresh. Okay, got to go out right now. I have time to get that pair of 7s out and hope I can get some joker bait out of it. That would be really nice.
5 crack. 5 bam. Soap. Green. 1 dot. Call. 3 dot.
Okay, so early on, Amistad wasn't ready to get that 1 dot. Now, maybe he only has 1 joker and he was forced to call it because it's at that point where his hand is also coming in nicely. I'm going to call this for the pung right now.
Call. 7 crack. 1 crack.
Darn, I was hoping for some joker bait.
7 dot. 7 bam.
Okay. How many were there? Other 7 bams out? Yeah, there were. There are 2 out now. So 7 crack to me, since it was just sent out and it was fresh, maybe a little bit more of a priority. I wouldn't worry so much about the priority thing, but if you're newer players, you're going to get much better at that as time goes on.
7 crack. South. West. 9 bam.
Okay. I'm going to call that baby. And that will be for a Kong.
Call.
Now who's going to
7
beat me
bam.
to it, or am I
5
going to beat them to it? I need a 6 dot or a joker.
3 bam.
Or a
9
joker
dot.
exchange.
Mah Jongg.
Oh my. Somebody beat me to it, and Kurt gave Mah Jongg to Amistad. So that hand is 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, line 4. 1 plus 9 equals 10. The funny hand there, sticking a 0 in 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. That was a funny little hand that they made this year. Cracks me up. Annie was playing 2, 4, 6, 8, line 3, 2, 4, 6, 8, coming in pretty nice, but still pretty far. Kurt had my 6 bam, but I didn't need it. Did he have my 6 dot? No. Yes, here. Oh my God, his hand was really Oh my God. Bye, Leslie. Have fun. Enjoy your hockey game. Um, Consecutive run, line 7, with the pair in any position. Fours. Boy, he was he was struggling on that hand. Whoa. All right, let's do it again. But look at how close. I mean, I'm very happy with how that came in.
First Charleston.
One joker again. All righty. Okay. So I have no multiples at all, right? But I do see a very strong 1, 2, 3, 4 here in a run. Okay. What I don't want you to do as a beginner, if you're new, is to put all these suits together, the same suits, and be like, oh, they're so pretty. Get rid of everything else, keep collecting all dots, and hope that you make some kind of run work. That's not the way to do it. Okay, so I know 1 through 4 or 1 through 5 would be a smart thing to keep because it goes in a span of 5 numbers. So let's see. 1, 2, 3. Let's look at the 1, 2, 3 singles and see if there's a 4 and 5 I can keep. I could keep both the 4 and 5 because it has to be 2 suits for line 4. But I may get a 4 crack, and then it could be the 4 crack and 5 bam. I may get the 5 crack. That wouldn't be a bad idea. I'd keep the 2, maybe, anything within the range of 1 through 5, because all those hands, we've got all sorts of configurations of 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 1 suit, 2 suits, 3 suits, lots of things going on in there. So I think we're going to have to keep that. And I am not going to keep that south. I mean, I could maybe keep the 6 and 9 for 3, 6, 9, but I'm not really feeling like I would want to do that. I don't want to get rid of that green yet. I do like to keep dragons if I can, especially when I know that there's a hand that uses a run in opposite dragons. What about 5, 7, 9? No, not really. I am going to do this. See, like this is a pretty pass, 6, 7. This is a pretty pass, 3, 6, 9. And what else? Everything. This is a pretty pass, 6, 7. I mean, they're all could be pretty passes. So do the best you can, mix it up. I think I'll do that. Let's see what happens. All right, I got a 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4 crack, 5 crack with that punga flowers at the beginning would be very lovely. 2, 3 dot, 4, 5 bam. See, I see that 2 suit, pung kong right there. Keep all your runs. You'll be able to start seeing that stuff within. This is a darn pretty pass. Do I care? No, I don't. No. 2, 4, 6, 8. Would I want to keep that 8 for any reason? Not really. I'm heading more in that run area, so no, I don't think so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I got to continue. I got to continue.
Second Charleston.
See, I could start adding things in and then see and then take things away, but I don't think at this point when I start getting toward the second part of the Charleston, I want to change course. So I'm going to stick with what I have right now. I wish that was a 4 crack instead of a 5 crack. Bummer. I think I'm going to go ahead and let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with the 5s. What if I were to get a 5 dot and I could play that second hand from the bottom? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to keep all of that. Maybe at this point, this 2 bam is not that important. Maybe that's the case. So we'll talk about all the hands we're looking at right now, but we're looking at a lot of stuff in consecutive run, honestly. All right, here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, and no, we got those back again. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna try to keep going because I want to hopefully get one thing in. One thing in. I want to keep this for 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe I'll do a blind pass. One more opportunity. 3.4.56 and then 2.3.4 bam, 5 bam. All right.
Courtesy pass.
Maybe I'll do that. No. I guess I'll do 2. Okay.
1 crack.
Interesting. Of course, that's not the pair I wanted to keep for sure in my 1, 2, 3, 4, but it just made 2, 3, 4, 5 a little stronger. And now I got another dragon. Which would work if I were playing 1, 2, 3 or 2, 3, 4 with the opposite dragons, but I'm going to need to make some big decisions. Okay, what are we looking at here? We're looking at potentially 1, 2, 3, 4 crack, 5 bam if we were to get it. That would be very nice. 1, 2, 3, 4 bam, 5 crack. That is line number 4. Of course, I need the flowers. I also have 2.3. 4 bam, 5 bam. I was keeping an eye on 3, 4, 5, 6, but I actually have one more now toward 2, 3, 4, 5. Hopefully,
Flower.
I'm going to get something that's going to come in.
Call. 2 crack.
Ooh, 4 of them. Ooh, 4 of the 8 jokers. 4 of the 8 flowers.
4 bam.
Okay, obviously, I can't call that, but I keep an eye and think to myself, there goes a 4 bam if I were to need it.
8 bam.
Okay, so now I got a 5 crack in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with the 5s. God, if I could get the 5 dots, wouldn't that be beautiful? Okay, I can't make any commitments right now. I'm going to dump these dragons. Still leaves me flexibility.
Red.
Keep an eye on what's
Green.
going on. Too many things I'm
5 dot.
keeping. Oh, there's 1 5 dot.
2 dot.
That would have been kind of nice. I'm not going to call that too early yet. Okay. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Oh, brother, what am I doing now? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2. I still have the green to get rid of. I don't have to make a decision. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What are the chances I'm going to get flowers? Who knows? They're only pung. It's only a pung for line 4. I mean, I've got too many things going on right now.
Green. 2 bam.
Give me a
8
sign.
bam.
Give me one good.
8 crack. 1 crack. 8 crack. 3 crack. 6 dot.
4, 5, 6 right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Holy moly, what do I do with this mess? What do I do with this mess? I mean, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's definitely a possibility. I need a lot for everything, obviously. Holding the 1, 2, the 1, 2, 3 hope is going to be challenging. Francine said let the 2 dot go, but look, 2, 3 dot, 4, 5, bam. Why not the 1 dot? Why not the 1 dot? This gives me the opportunity to keep an eye on this hand, as well as the single 2, 3, 4 dot and 5, 6 crack. I think this 1 dot is the better choice right now. I can't put my eggs in of thinking I'm going to get the 5 dots. There's no way. It would be very pretty, but no. So I'm going to get rid of this one because I don't see any reason to keep it at all. If you see something I don't see, speak up.
1 dot. Soap.
Of course, I've
2
made
bam.
mistakes before. It won't be
7
the
bam.
first. It won't be the last. All righty, I don't need that at this point. Nope.
3 bam. 5 dot.
There's the second 5 dot.
1
See,
bam.
one more goes out. That hand would have been, oop, belly up. So
3 crack. Green. 6 crack. Soap. 4 crack. West. Flower.
God, I need to keep everything I have right at the moment. There's a flower.
8 dot. 2 dot.
Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. Would love to grab it right at this moment. There's one out already, but I don't think it's going to make sense. It's too early. I need another good pick here. I could call this, I need another good pick here. Oh man. There's one out and that's a pun. No, there's none out. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, there is one out. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't call it right now. It's crazy. I know I need it. All right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just got a little bit more interesting. 1, 5. That one is line number 4. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Or what else were we keeping track of? 3, 4. We could even keep track of 3, 4, 5, 6. Since 2 dots went out, I'm going to ditch the 2 dot now.
2 dot. North. Call. 1 crack.
Oh, we've got 2 norths for Joker exchange.
Joker swap. 1
Oh,
bam.
no. Oh my God. What is going on? Oh, no 7 dots out. Somebody might be calling it, but that's okay.
7 dot. 6 dot. Red. 1 bam.
I'm definitely not picking my jokers in tonight.
7 crack.
Last Wednesday
6 dot.
was a hot night. Well, it's actually Sundays. Was last Wednesday or was it Siamese night was a hot night? Can't
East.
remember.
7 crack.
Okay, 2 cracks are, one was early on, which means it still could be needed. So we got to get it out.
2 crack. East. East. 7 crack.
Okay. 2, 3, 4. We talked about 3, 4, 5, 6 as being a potential. 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which means Okay, so if I keep track of the single, 2, 3, 4 dot single, I got one flower. I know one's out. I know there's 4 here. There's still another couple. 3 dot 4 dot 5 bam 6 bam 2 3 4 5 cracks 6 bam. I think it's the 4s that can go now because I gave up on the 2 3 4 5. So that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, the 1 2 3 4 5. Yeah, I could do 1 2 3 4 5, but I have 2 3 4 5 6 now. I got to get rid of something. So this is going.
4 bam. 6
God, I
dot.
can't keep everything.
1 crack. 7 crack. Soap. 2 crack. Soap. 8 bam.
Okay, that will help me a little bit.
4 bam. 4 bam.
So now we clearly have 1 2 2 3 4 5 6 with the singles right there, or 3 4 5 bam 6 bam. One more something, discard that I have to consider, or a pick I come in is going to help me go in the right direction. If nobody else beats me to the darn mahjong. All right, ignore.
Red. 7 dot.
Okay.
7 bam. 8 crack. 8 dot. 4 dot.
So for 3 4 5 6, I'd have to use both jokers for that Kong. That would be for 3 dot 4 dot 5 bam 6 bam. Line 2 on the right side. No way. I don't even have to think too hard about that. Oh, now I got this in. Darn. You see, if I had picked that before, let's look at the hand now. I might have changed my mind. 3 4 5 6. I'm still in the same very weak position to call a 4 dot and use both jokers at this point. Only one went out so far. Now that's one hand. We got 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. The other hand is 2 3 4 5 and 6. 2 4 6 7 8 9 10. 10 and 10, right? So what hand should I go for? I actually need only one more good pick to be able to call everything. So I need 1 6 bam, a 5 crack, another flower, or a joker to call everything here. I'm actually in a stronger position with this one than I am the other way. And especially since I had to let this go. So I think I'm going to commit. I think so. Oh my God, I'm going to do it. Let's have fun.
3 dot. 6 crack.
Why not?
2 crack. 4 crack.
Wouldn't you know I would get that tile now? Of course.
3 dot. 3 crack. Call, south.
Oh, 1 3 crack, 2 3 cracks. Okay, here is an example of that fresh tile strategy working against Kurt. Early on, 3 crack went out. I don't know if it was me or not, but a 3 crack went out. It had not been out on the table. Next row, another 3 crack went out. Kurt still couldn't call the 3 crack, but he needed a Kong of 3 cracks. Now a 3 crack went out and Kurt was forced to call it and put up 3 jokers. So you made his hand a lot harder. He had to use 3 jokers. Maybe it says only 3 jokers and 2 of them are not available for exchange. So maybe that helps a little bit with understanding it. I don't know.
4 crack, green.
I hope so.
3 bam. 6 crack.
Getting everything but what I don't need.
4 crack, east. 3 bam. Joker swap, south.
Got that other 3 crack. I'm not getting very many, am I?
9 crack, 5 dot. 9 crack. 8 crack.
Oh, who's got my tiles? Somebody does.
West. 9 crack. 8 bam. 5 dot.
1 bam. 1 bam. Okay.
1 bam, south.
We're 13 tiles left here.
7 bam.
Very
3 bam.
chance now because they're holding my tiles, obviously. Ignore. Okay, 10 tiles left.
5 bam, west.
So now I can call everything. 4, but it would be really shame. I mean, if I did, let's see, 4, how many flowers went out? 5 and 6. I could not call that unless I could account for all 8 jokers, including what's on the table and exposures. Let's
Joker.
see what happens. Broke up
Joker.
the hand. Kurt broke up his hand too. Annie, Kurt, just broke up their hands, it looks like. So pretty much, let's see, 9 bam. Okay, 9 bams are not out. So at this point of the game, I'm going to do my 5s since I had 3 of them. And I could go really safe, but if somebody throws in, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to even have a chance. No chance. I have 6 tiles left. That means 1 more pick after this one. 1 more pick, and I am 3 tiles away from Mahjong. So at this point, there really should be no even thought about what I'm going to discard. 2 players already went ahead and broke their hand up. I'm assuming because they threw jokers, more than likely they did. So I'm going to play safe.
Joker. Red. South. 2 bam.
And that was East. Annie discarded a south, so she pretty much broke her hand up too.
Joker. 6 crack. Joker. Wall game.
Okay, who had my other tile? There's my 6 bam. The bots definitely have the ability to know if no tile's been out there, you know, that it could be a hot tile. So that's would make sense why that was held there. 5 cracks right there. My 5 crack. Darn. It's coming in nice. Oh, well. Consecutive run, line 3 for Kurt shows that he broke his hand up. And bye, Vicky. Thanks for joining. Winds and Dragons, line 5, also broke his hand up with the like numbers, the 9s. And then Amistad, consecutive run, line 3. And Amistad did not break his hand up, but he was 3 away from Mahjong. Okay, we
First
get a
Charleston.
Mahjong in tonight. We got to get a Mahjong.
Thank you, Debbie.
Oh, you're welcome, sweetie. Have a good night. I'll see you soon.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, let's start out.
Alex.
Let's start out with our multiples. Our 7 crack. So 7s, any other like numbers? No. But I am going to see, what about odds? We have some odds, but nothing like really popping out at me to be fabulous here. Nothing really. What would go with the 7 as far as any kind of runs? Well, certainly 6s and the 5s and the 4 and this 4 even. So I'd keep all of that right there and maybe dump this, this, and this to start. Let's see what happens. Okay, I got another 5 and a 5. So I see a lot of good run stuff here. 5, 6, 7. The bottom hand, concealed consecutive run. 5. Of course, we don't need 2. Single 5, pair, and hung. 5, 6, 7 could be something good there. Also, I like 4, 5, bam, 6, 7 crack. This is gonna be a challenge. Another challenge. 4, 5, 6, 7 is certainly nice. And what about the flower for single 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8? I think I like that even as well to keep an eye on. So that means 4, 5, 6, 7. That means I'll do this 5. I also have 5, 6, 7, 5, 6. Oh, we talked about that. That's the concealed hand. So I'm going to do this. No, I'm going to just stay the course here with these tiles. My. Yes, I'm going to continue. I am.
Second Charleston.
I don't want to have to do that, but I'm going to do that because I'd like to keep that, but I don't want to get rid of that either. Too many choices. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just like 5, 4, 5, 6, 3, 4, 5. Maybe 6, 7 could happen. Now I got to pass 3. I don't think I'm going to keep this. I don't like to pass it, but oh wow, now I got 4, 5, 6, 7 just got stronger. 4, 5, 6, 7 right there. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, I can definitely 3, 4, 5 green. 7s, I don't know. I mean, this hand is really pretty for sure coming in. I'd love to keep another option like 3 bam, 4 bam, 5 bam, something coming in 6, 7 with my flowers, but I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't think I'm going to keep that. 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, I'll do 2. 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait a minute. I also have 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't want to get rid of that either. Oh my God. I have way too much here to keep track of. So I'm going to do
Courtesy pass.
and I'm just going to do 1 here, and I'm going to keep everything. Right now, I have so many things
Flower.
to keep track of. Oh, as usual. 5, 6, 7, 8. This hand keeps getting stronger, doesn't it? 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, at least I have a discard.
9 crack, 4 crack. Soap. 5 dot.
Okay, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nope.
9 dot. 8 bam. 9 bam. 7 bam. 5 dot. 5 crack. 4 crack.
I'm keeping all, I mean, I have my eye on all these. That's why I'm not dumping them yet,
West.
just in case.
9 dot. 4
I'm
crack.
repeating stuff because I want to keep that other stuff for a little bit.
East. Green.
4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 5, 6, 7, even better, because the 5, 6, the 6 is a Kong. That's my weakest position there. 6, 7, 8, and the 8 is also needing one more good pick, unless I use the Joker. But with 4, 5, 6, 7, the 7s can be called, the 6 can be called. The 5 can be called with the Joker, and I need one more good pick for that 4 bam. So that is definitely nice. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I'm going to have to go with some combination thereof and keep all of this. I'm going to abandon any other idea. And I'll get rid of the 3 right now.
3 bam. Green. 8 dot.
That hand with the
3 bam.
flowers is not coming my way tonight. I'm going to keep the flowers
4
for a
crack.
little bit.
9 dot.
I don't want to keep
North.
it too long.
9 bam. Green. 9 crack. 3 crack. 2 bam. 2 crack. 2 dot. Red. 7 bam.
6, 7, 8. Oh my God. 5, 6, 7, 8 is pretty too. Oh my goodness. You get one tile and it changes things. I mean, I know there's a 5 there, but it's a pun position if I did 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have 3 different ways I can go with our pun Kong. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, Regina, I was keeping track of that before, but
Flower.
these are all
Red.
safer
2 dot.
hands at this point. That was probably
1
a long
bam.
time ago that you said that as well. So
8 bam.
sorry.
1 crack.
Hello, Jingles. Hi to you too. Nice to see you.
East. Flower.
Okay. All righty. Look at that. Okay. Could call the 4, can call the 5 with the Joker, can call the 6, can call the 7. You can't get in any prettier position other than to win the game. Make all your exposures and win the game. But if I had to choose one way or another, that's going to be pretty damn good. As far as the 5, 6, 7, 8, I could keep an eye on that as well, with all one suit. 5, 6, 7, 8. It's better and stronger than 5 bam, 6 bam, 7 crack, 8 crack. So that's where we're going to go.
6 bam. Call. 7 bam.
Good reason that I didn't decide to keep that baby.
7 bam.
Maybe I'll get a Joker exchange. Oh, darn. Don't need that, but let's see. I might need that. Let me see. Could call the 5, could call the 6 with the Joker, could call the 7, the 8 is weak. So that's how I look at it. I can call everything here and still not ready to call everything the other way. So the hand that it's going to be is 4, 5, 6 crack, 7 crack, able to call everything. I love being in this position. I have 2 pairs. It's a comfort level of being able to have those nice, safe, what I call sometimes buffer tiles in my hand. And even if somebody needs one and I put it out, I may get a Joker, little Joker bait from it. So, okay. Can't keep everything. So
5 crack. West. East. 2 dot. 1 crack. 8 bam. 8 crack. East.
That's nice. Makes it a little stronger.
5 crack. 2 crack. 9 crack. 3 bam.
I don't know, this pun kong, that makes it even nicer. The pun kong has been like really coming in. If I knew I was going to pick all those jokers, I would have looked at a quint hand. But yeah,
8 crack.
just don't,
3 crack.
you never know. Got to go where the tile
Flower.
bring you. Some nights I never play those pun kong hands.
8 bam.
Sometimes the hands just come in.
8
So
crack.
now I can
West.
mahjong on a 5 bam, a 6 crack, a 7 crack, a joker, or a joker exchange.
9 crack. 1 crack. 2 bam. 1 dot. 7 dot. 7 crack.
There we go. So it's going to be pung kong, pung kong. That's mahjong.
Mah Jongg.
But that was like pulling teeth to get one mahjong, wasn't it? Well, we still have time to get another one or two in. Woohoo! I made one hand. Thank God. Okay, Annie was playing 3, 4, 5, 6, also pung kong. Consecutive run line 2. Another consecutive run line 5 for Amistad. And these consecutive runs are very popular this year. This section. Winds and Dragons line 4, north south with the ones, kind of far from anything. I don't even want to look at the leaderboard. It could be a disaster. Oh, amazing. I actually pulled in the lead. Oh my golly. Self-pick, I guess. That's why.
First Charleston.
One joker. I've started with one joker all night long. All right, let's start with our multiples. We've got 6s. Do we have any other 6s? Oh, yeah, we do. So those are like numbers right there. And if I do like numbers, I'm keeping all my dragons this year for sure. What about anything else with 6s? It could be evens. Let's see what we have. We also have a pair of 8s. So that could be something good with evens. Let's see, 2 plus 6 equals 8. If I get a 2, 2 plus 4 equals 6. Maybe. I could also look at 3, 6, 9, but I can't keep everything. So I've got to get rid of some stuff. So I think right now, don't know that the 2 is going to really serve me. Well, it could. I shouldn't say that. This is the way the hand is this year. The hands are. I could use it. All right. This, I did get a 9. Could change things. I got a pair of 9s. That could change the way I look at this whole thing. Look at all those 3, 6, 9s right there. Pretty. Very pretty. Kind of took me like out of, I could still keep track of like numbers with 6s, but man, it just took me out of a lot of other stuff. 3, 6, 9. It really did. It changed things so much. I think I'm going to do that. Another 3, but another 8. 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm on the first left. I got to pass something. I mean, 6, 7, 8, 9. Pung kong. God, what the heck is going on with that? Pung kong. That's too pretty to ignore. 7, 8, 9, 6, 7, 8. That is way too pretty to ignore. 3, 6, 9, 3, 6, 6, 9. I'm looking at 3 bam, 6 bam, 6 dot, 9 dot, or 6 crack, 9 dot. Oh, I got a first left. So maybe I got to dump that green. All right, so I definitely have 3, 6, and 6, 9, line 1 on the right side and on the left side. And I have that beautiful run. If I do a blind pass, will I get one thing in to help me figure something out? Well, I don't know. No, of course not. But I got to continue. Okay, I have to continue. I don't have one hand for sure, but I have a little stuff. 6, 7, 8, 3, 4, 5. So I have to continue.
Second Charleston.
6, 7. I'm going to break the 8 up for right now. If I were to get in more tiles towards 6, 7, 8, 9, the 8 is in that hung position, so it's easier to recover. And I know that's like numbers, but I don't worry about passing like numbers. Nothing, so that gives me some reprieve to be able to hopefully get something in. No, but I got actually 5, 6, 7, 8, another little bit of something.
Courtesy pass.
So many things too. Lots of hands within this whole thing here, and I gave an 8 and got an 8. So I mean, I have 3, 6, 9. I have 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 6 through 6, 7, 8, 9 in one suit. Maybe
1 dot.
something will
West.
come in to help me figure
9
it out, but I
crack.
have some discards right now before I worry about
Soap.
it. Okay, I have one more here to get rid of.
8 bam. 1 bam. Soap. 2 bam.
5, 6, 7, 8. Nope.
5 bam. Flour.
That hand that I could just leave right there for now. 3, 6, 6, 9. Right there. It's weak. I got a lot of weakness here in the hands.
7 crack.
You're going to hope that I pick some
4 dot.
tiles in. That's
1 bam.
some good
5 bam.
direction.
7 crack. 6 crack.
My hand's not formed well enough. Different than that first game where my hand was all set and I could call early. It's just I'm not ready yet in any way, shape, or form. Unfortunately.
South. 2 dot. 8 bam. 5 dot.
Okay, so 6, 7, 8, 9, 3, 6, 6 crack, 9 dot, 5 crack makes the most sense right now.
5 crack.
I don't,
4 crack.
I am aware that I gave that 8 dot away. So
Green. West.
5 through 9 wouldn't even make sense at this point. Not even close to making sense.
5 dot. 1
Because I
crack.
would only need a pair of 9s.
8 dot.
There's that 8 dot. 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm looking at, I can call this pung, and I'm really weak here. So I'm letting it go right now. It's just too early. I can't make a commitment
7
yet.
dot.
Look at that. See? That's why. Couldn't make a commitment yet. Will this change things up? 7, 8, 9. I know that 8 has to be, oh, it's a pair here. Okay, it's a pair here. So, now I could look at line 2. Since I got one flower, 3 plus 6 equals 9. And let's put everything the way it should be. 3 plus 6 equals 9. Not bad. I know I need a pair here. It's not too bad. Oh no, I need a Kong here. I have my pair. Not too bad, not great. Certainly not great. Now, what about flower? 7, 8, 9. 7, 8, and 9. Even that's, I got my pair, but that's even tough. 6, 7, 8, 9. 3, 6, 6. Oh boy. All of them have weakness, but I've got the pairs for those runs. I think I'm gonna gamble with it.
6 bam. 1 bam.
I'm gonna gamble
2
with
dot.
either 7, 8, 9 or 3, 6. 3 plus 6 equals 9.
5 dot. 4 crack. 1 dot. 1 crack. West.
Now 2, 7 cracks are out because I do see 6, 7, 8, 9. And that would be a Kong, and 2 are out already, so that doesn't make sense to keep that.
6 dot. 1
I mean, I
crack.
could keep it because it's pretty safe right now to keep, for sure.
9 bam.
I think anything's going to happen
6
with it.
crack.
Okay, so now I have a 6 crack. That's in that pair position for 3, 6, 9 for, so I don't really need it. 6, 6, 9. This is kind of a messy mess, isn't it?
4 crack. 1 bam. 2 crack. 9
I
bam.
need a lot of good picks right now to help. Okay, that helped a little bit. 3, 6. 3 plus 6 equals 9. It's looking prettier. 2 more good picks. Oh boy. Oh boy.
7 crack. 3 dot.
I do need some
Call.
help.
2 dot.
A pong of 3s with no jokers. 7. I passed one of those early on, didn't I? And 2 got sent out, but look at that. Pair of flowers, line 5. 7. That has to be a pair. 8 and 9. Look at how close I am to that hand. But 2 soaps are out. So it doesn't make sense to go with that at all. So bye-bye.
Soap. 2 crack. 7 crack. 2 crack.
Uh, 3, 6, 9, and the 7, 8, 9 thing went out the door. So no, 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 no. That is not going to be happening. 7, 8, 9. Nope.
8 dot. Soap. 4 bam. Call. 2 crack.
Okay, do we have a joker exchange available? Yes, we do.
8 crack. 8 bam. Green. 2 bam. 8 crack. East.
That, I don't think there's any out. This could be a call. Oh, there was one. Okay.
8 crack. 5 crack. 1 dot. East.
I could have a competitor here. 5, 6, 7, 8. Nope.
5 crack. 9 crack. 9 bam. 1 crack.
Flower 7, 8, 9. 3, 6. 3 plus 6. Same exact situation. Oh my God. What would you do here, Regina? So I have flowers, 3 plus 6 equals 9, which is a pair. But if I do 7, 8, 9, the consecutive run, it's a Kong. That doesn't make sense. I have got to stick with this. Right here, flower. Line number 2, 3, 6, 9. I need that. 7, 8, 9, consecutive run. I need a Kong of flowers. I gotta kind of go with this one here. Ooh, I think I put myself in a box. I really did. Not that I wanted to do that, but I did.
8 dot. 2 bam. 9 crack. 8 bam.
3, 6. I need one more flower for 3 plus 6 equals 9.
3 crack. East. 3 crack. 9 bam.
Getting all these tiles that everything but what I need. Everything but what I need. That one's pretty safe. Yeah, I need Kongs for the 3s, 6s, and 9s. So I need one more good pick. Yeah.
8 dot.
Bit risky.
9 crack.
It's a little
Green.
risky what I got myself
3
in
crack.
here.
East. North.
19 tiles.
Call. 4 crack.
I don't think anything's happening. Somebody else is going to beat me to it. One there. One there.
5 crack. 6 dot. 6 dot. 2 dot.
I mean, honestly,
Green. South.
and a joker swap I can get.
4 dot.
12 tiles left.
Mah Jongg.
Well, I'm happy that Amistad got me out of my misery here. Okay, any like, no, the 4s, the 2, 4, 6, 8, second from the bottom with the Kongs, which can be any even numbers with the opposite dragon. I like that hand. Annie was playing flower 5, 6, 7. So she was playing, she needed the Kong of flowers. She was very, like, she was set. She was on call. She was set, Mahjong. And then Winds and Dragons line 5, north, south with the 3s. Very nice. My hand was really not coming in. I mean, I get these pretty tiles here, but then no more jokers. Yuck. I think we could do one more.
First
I'm
Charleston.
going to try really quick. Do a quickie. All right. We've got a pair of 2s. We've got a Pong of 3s. That's very nice right there. I could keep 1, 2, 3 and think about getting a 1 dot. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, concealed bottom consecutive run hand. Could be 3, 6, 9 as well. 3, 6, 9s. I got to pass 3, 3, 6, 6, 9. So that first hand on the right side, I have a whole bit of it going on here. 3, 6, 6, 9. So to do a priority over a to make the concealed a priority doesn't make sense. So I'm going to do that. Looks like I'm going to be getting all 3, 6, 9s. Maybe not, but it looks like I'm kind of headed that way right now. 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I'm going to stick with that category and see what happens. Maybe some of my luck will change. Northeast 3, 6, 2, 3.
Second Charleston. Not. Okay. Courtesy pass.
I got lots of 3, 6, 9. Let's see. I also got like numbers going on. I don't think I want to get rid of much of anything, but I don't know that these are going to work. I'm not going to pass a pair. but I think I'm going to pass 2.
5 crack.
Okay, I'll definitely keep that for a while. We'll see what happens with that.
West. 4 crack. 1
Till I
crack.
get run out
8
of
bam.
cards, I don't have to start
9 bam.
figuring out what I'm doing. It's too early. I don't know about the singles and pairs hand,
East.
but I'll definitely keep an eye on it. Why not?
2 dot. Soap. 8 bam. 8 dot. West. 5 dot. Soap. 4 crack.
I don't like the 3, 6, 9 category as much this year, by the way. 3, 6, 9. I'll keep 1 green. Other than that, I have 3 dots and 3 cracks, and those need soaps, which 2 are out.
Green. 7
Blah,
crack.
blah, blah.
2 dot. 5 crack. 7 dot.
Get rid of
2
everything
crack.
until I run out of discards, and I'll
2 dot.
take it down.
9 bam.
Too early, can't call it. No jokers. Okay. That singles and pairs hand. 3, 6, 9. 3, 6, 9 with the 3s. Wow. It's looking real pretty. 3s, 6s, and 9s. Bottom concealed hand. 3, 6, 9. Also a possibility. So what do I need to keep? Let's put the singles and pairs together right now. 3, whoops. Oh my God, 3, 6, 9, 3, 6, 9, and the 3s. That's it right there. For the bottom concealed hand, I would keep the 3s, hope to get a soap. The 6 bams, I've got the green. The 9 crack. Oh, that I need for that 3 bottom concealed hand, and I need the 9 crack too. Okay, let's forget the bottom concealed hand. 3, 6, 6, 9, 3 dot, 6 dot, 6 bam, 9 bam. It could be it could be so many of these hands right now. I just have to think of what I'm going to keep and what I'm going to get rid of. I definitely need to keep the 3 dot. I'm going to abandon thinking about that bottom concealed hand since 2 soaps are out.
Debbie, did you look at number 4?
Yes, every one of the 3, 6, 9s, except I'm not looking at 3 or line 3 or line 6. So line 1, 2, 3, and 4 can all be a possibility. Do you agree? Number 4 is definitely a possibility. So I don't think I need the green. I'm trying to figure out what I can get rid of while I'm still collecting, because I definitely could do line 1, 3 dots, 6 dots, 6 bam, 9 bam. I could do line 2. Of course, I'm looking at singles and pairs very strongly. Line 4 with the 3s and 9s with singles, 3, 6, 9 in the middle. Possibility. I think the green has to go.
Green.
But
North.
yes, Regina, I'm looking at it all except for definitely not 3 and definitely not the bottom one.
9 crack. 4 dot.
Okay. That changes things a little bit. Which way is better? 3, 6, 9, 3s and 9s, or 3, 6, 9 with 3s and 9s? This way is better. Move out of the way. Right there. That's line 4. I can call the 3 dot. I can call the flower. And I need a couple more good picks here. Can I keep track of the singles and pairs hand by any chance, or is that just 2 out of the 3, 6, 9, 3, 6, 9 threes? I can, right? Wait, no, I can't. No, I can. The 9 crack can go. The 9 crack can go, and I still could hold a little bit of hope out. But I don't think so because I got the flowers now. So 3, 6 dot, 6 bam, 9 bam. Okay, the 9's gonna go. Anyway.
9 crack. Green.
We have hope. I need a few jokers.
8 dot. 6 bam.
All right. We're not going to go calling that for 3, 6, 6, 9 at this point. We're going to hold out because otherwise, 3, 6, 6, 9, that would be a pung. Too far away to do it.
5 bam. 9 dot.
Geez. Oh my goodness. I need that. So now I know I have to cover that Kong if I go that way with one joker.
8 crack. 1 bam. Call. 4 dot. 8 crack.
Giving me tough competition
6 dot.
tonight. 6 dot, too early to make that decision right now, even. Oh, I got one joker in. Hallelujah. Okay, so 3 and 9, that has to go there. I just need one more good pick there. I can call the 3, I can call the flower. I think that we have to go that way. And if I want to keep 3 dot, 6 dot, 6 bam, 9 bam as an option, then the 3s are going to go. Otherwise, the only other thing I could think of keeping those 3s is any like numbers. And I don't think that's going to happen now.
3 crack.
So,
3 dot.
I'm going to call it. I'm going for Baroque. How's that?
Call. 3 crack. 9 dot.
Oh my God.
7 crack.
No,
East.
not nice.
4 bam. Call. Red.
Okay, at least I got it out early. And 2 jokers available.
Call. 1 dot.
No jokers available. Now I have to take a look at the 6 dot. There's 1 out, only 1. The 6 bam, 1, only 1 out as well. So I really have to consider getting those out. Amistad looks like he's doing 1, 2, 3, 4. I got his 3. Ignore.
7 bam.
Oh. Okay, if I want a chance at it, I gotta give it to him. It's early, and so
2 bam. Call. 1 dot.
I mean that's the way it goes. I'm not gonna hold it because next time I throw it could be Mah Jongg. So he's got a nice hand.
West.
Everybody's had nice hand. No, not everybody.
5 dot. 1 dot. West. 4 crack. 4 dot.
Mhm. This one goes first.
6 bam. 6 crack. Flower.
Okay, I'll call it.
Call. 8 dot. 7 dot. Call. 6 dot.
I need a joker exchange or something going on, right?
East. 1 dot. 8 bam. 5 bam.
Give me one joker exchange. Oh, 2 9 cracks.
9 crack. 8 crack. 5 dot. Joker swap. Flower.
I'm not even getting joker swaps tonight.
East. 6 dot. 4 crack. 1 crack.
Oh my God, look at that.
6 dot. 2 dot.
Now, there's one more. No, there's no more 9 dots in the wall. So I need a joker. I need a joker. There's the 2. There's my 2. or a joker exchange. Oh my God.
3 bam. Soap,
Give me one good pick.
soap. Flour,
27 tiles left.
5 crack. 3 crack. Mah Jongg,
Let me see how many tiles are. One joker left. And 4 BMs. So there was a joker exchange for 4 BMs. If I don't remember what he had up now, to be honest. He had the 4s up. Yes. So there was still potential. See, I don't feel so bad. It came in kind of nice. Regina, you like that hand. That was definitely one that it could potentially be for sure. So good eye on that one. Okay, I think that's it for now. We had some really good hands and tough ones again, tough competitions tonight. Really tough. I made one mahjong. That's great. I'm happy. I will have the replay up on YouTube. And of course, I appreciate anybody who is watching my YouTube channel to subscribe. Give me a thumbs up, click the bell so you get notifications. Your support is always so greatly appreciated. And until I see you guys again, please be well, practice, 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 and everybody, thank you for being with me tonight.